Great cold open, but is there really room for both of them in this pool? Sure, it might be deeper in the middle, but it was also perfectly still. What were they doing in there? Spooning? Part of me really wants to love this Witcher look, but there's something unnerving about it that I just can't put my finger on. Wait.
Ill news is an ill guest.
Today isn't your day, is it?
Geralt of Rivia is a dick to Bambi.
We don't want your kind here, Witcher.
That's Witcherist.
Want some breakfast?
I'm full. Venison.
Filling in conversation with more specifics than are asked for. Drinking beer with breakfast.
It's hard to make a living on main roads.
And you desperately need money for new clothes.
Care mourn shaming.
How much coin for your Kikimora then?
Call me old-fashioned, but I was always taught to at least say hello before attempting to purchase someone's Kikimora.
I killed a rat this morning with my breakfast fork.
Kids.
I can also tell you that my father will have no use for this beast. Kikimoras are useful.
If she knew that Kikimoras are worthless, then why did she open by asking how much he wanted for it? What was the point of this visual inspection if she already knew what it was and, in turn, knew it was worthless? Yes, this ends up being a ruse, but why not skip this BS and simply tell him that he'll get a better price from the creepy sorcerer of creepiness?
I got 15 crowns for the yappy mutt. That's enough to buy some new clothes. Just saying.
That's the second person in this episode to mention Geralt needing new clothes, while I've been sitting here wondering how cool I would look in that getup. So I'm not sure if this is a sin for the other characters in this episode or for my personal taste, but I'll just throw in two for good measure.
Werewolf? She-wolf.
That's not a thing.
Shakira deniers.
My mother says you're the offspring of foul sorcery. A diabolic creation, filthy degenerate born of hell.
The YouTube comment section whenever we sin literally any anime.
That's my name. Marilka. Like milk.
How the f*** are you spelling milk?
What's your name?
Geralt.
Like Geralt.
No, like f***ing Geralt. What is her problem?
Because I'm a girl and girls can't be witches. Which I think is probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Marilka would be the Siri at TVSins. Am I missing something here? Is this the most pointless use of illusionary magic ever put to film? Aren't doors usually created to keep people out? Why bother creating the illusion of a door if it reveals itself as an illusion as soon as someone interacts with it, as one does with a door? What's to stop any Tom, Dick, or Henry from just walking in? And if you don't care, why bother with a f***ing door at all? What we've done here is create an illusion of an object that strips it of its most basic function. F***ing why? This scene reminds me of Star Trek The Next Generation's Justice in Star Trek Deep Space Nine's Let He Who Is Without Sin, and reminding me of either of those terrible episodes gets you 10 cents each.
So in order to honor him, I've taken his name as my personal sobriquet.
If you played a drinking game that involved taking a drink every time Geralt let out a or similar grunt, you'd have alcohol poisoning by the 10-minute mark.
This is my own creation.
Imagine being so much of an asshole that your supply of apples runs out at such a rate that your only option is to conjure a garden of naked women tasked with picking as many apples of assholery as possible.
There's no way you can get 5.
You're not taking a bite of that bread before I try.
Considering we find out shortly Ciri is not a mere peasant and is in fact royalty, her trying to take bread from these kids' mouths makes her someone very hard to root for right out of the gate.
I didn't steal the bread. Corin did.
Snitches.
Is it too much to ask that you exercise a modicum of respect?
Discount Lannisters.
The North has been at war since Nilfgaard took Ebbing.
The Nilfgaardian force crossed the Armor Pass.
Headed to Sodden if they're smart.
Yay! I think, maybe? I mean, I'm certain there's a portion of the audience that reads the books and played the games and knows exactly what all of this means and are losing their collective shit. But I haven't got a damn clue what any of these names mean or why it's important, and I simply don't have the time or inclination to do the required reading. I'm far too busy watching shows I don't understand and nitpicking them for the internet.
It's a catchy song.
3,000 of my men died.
3,000 of my men died feels like more of an emo number My Chemical Romance would tackle, but it could still have some catch to it. This juxtaposes on for all the some time.
Why not kill them?
Because then, I am what they say I am.
Nope. Superman the White here is trying to convince us that killing men in self-defense would make him a monster, which is just not the case. Now, when those same men are killed as a result of some overflowing collateral damage in a heavily populated area during a battle with a similarly superpowered being, then we can revisit the who's a monster topic. Reading.
Will my grandmother be all right?
You will be all right, princess.
Yeah, well, that's not what she asked, is it? This non sequitur isn't fooling anybody, so we may as well be honest and tell her straight that there's a good chance her grandmother will be returning home with significantly less blood and considerably more pillagey house guests. Negative reinforcement.
That shit's from Scotland! Just stop, Your Majesty! No one's coming!
And you're only telling her this now? How long have you been holding on to that crucial piece of information, sir? This isn't a family friend dropping out at the last second. It's an entire f***ing army not showing up. Is this not the sort of thing you share the instant you find it out? You know, just in case that changes the f***ing plan of attack. I know it's important to know who's who, but in reality, why would you start a battle with a helmet to only remove the damn thing partway through? I don't care how confident you are in your abilities. This is absolutely asking for, well, that. Iced? Not iced? Wait, who's iced again? No. The cliché gods have kindly provided some ominous clouds of smoke to accompany this siege, but have rather neglectfully omitted the fires that should be causing them.
Want to hear about my first monster? I wasn't 50 miles outside of Cameroon.
Boring your steed with screeds of deeds before they've agreed to heed.
She took one look at me, screamed, vomited, and passed out.
Title of my sex tape?
I don't pick sides.
You just kill monsters.
But that would be choosing a side, right? It's an anti-monster side, if nothing else.
When I was a girl, my mother used to...
Skip.
We must go, Your Highness.
Wow! Did you see that sh**? Those glasses! They moved slightly.
Find Geralt of Rivia. He is your destiny.
That's it? Find Geralt? The fate of the world apparently rests in the hands of Princess Ciri, and Queen Calanthe here chooses to spend their last precious minutes together reciting a chapter of The Idiot's Guide to Being a Monarch, instead of giving her some much-needed context about whoever the Geralt is and why he's so important to her future.
Horses!
Convenient getaway horses of convenience are very convenient.
Princess, I gave your grandmother my word. Allow me to keep it.
Guardian wizard figure sacrifices themselves so that the hobbits, the princess, can escape. Cliché. It seems Renfri ran away in the night, but did she take his armor as well? Why else would Geralt not wear it into battle? It's taken a while to get here, but this fight scene is totally badass. But you leave me no choice to slap a sin straight back across those perfectly polished pecs for expecting me to believe that these 6 men who know they're fighting a mutant that hunts monsters for a living think the best plan of attack was to run in one at a time like the obedient murder boner fodder they are.
Magic doesn't work on me. Silver does, though.
But if someone could use magic to conjure up some silver, then Renfri would be dead. Which she deserves to be, because she gives up the goods on her weaknesses too easily, and she's a liar.
If we cross swords...
Isn't that what you two did last night? Wait, damn it, fine. Take the sin back again for this epic sword fighting choreography. But I'm holding this show personally responsible for poor Cinny's nausea-inducing headache. Standing still while the ground beneath you is slowly disappearing. Bringing stones to a sword fight.
The girl in the woods will be with you always. She is your destiny.
Huh?
I'm hexed. If by hexed you mean bad crazy, then yeah, you're hexed.
Today isn't your day, is it?
I've had worse.
You're not a man.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Brussels potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I'm going to make them suffer, Cal. These humans you've adopted, I will take them all from you one by one.
You're a monster, Zod, and I'm gonna stop you.
I was traveling by the swamp.
Go! Stay on the road. Keep clear to the moors.